Hey everyone, and welcome to another speed build. I know two in a row. What's going on? It's the same space, and I said I would go back to it because I wasn't 100%. And I will tell you this right now as I'm starting the build. You will have the feeling by the end of it that is not complete, that is unfinished, and I will explain to you why right now, so you keep it in mind by the end. It looks like it's not finished because it doesn't have any paintings and very little decoration. There's a reason for that. Actually, there's two reasons. One reason is because as I was building this, I decided that it was going to be my Sims house, that I'm going to be moving them in here. And they have millions of pictures and paintings because one of them is an artist. And I want to use those, what they have in their current house, I want to put it here. So I wanted to keep the walls blank just to place their paintings because I wanted to be their home, right? Like that's when that happens when you go to a house that is kind of like already furnished or whatever. Like you make your own with your decorations and your pictures and stuff. So I wanted it to be like that for them. And two, because this building will be in the gallery once Origin decides to let me go online. It's been all night and it won't let me. And in this way, you can do the same. You can add your own actual art and decoration. So there's a very, very little decoration in the building. And that's why I'll give you a feeling of it's not quite there yet. It's because it's not. It's truly not quite there. You'll make it get there. So don't get frustrated, just for warning. So this two-story is the Stargazer Lounge, same as before, but I decided to go with a complete different floor plan. I'm not using the whole space, and never mind that one sim there, it was just to test stuff. Um, I decided that it was way too much space, and I definitely don't need it. Not for my Sims. My Sims are a family of three, mom, dad, and a teenage son. And I mainly want, because they're very active Sims, my main thing was the outside. I wanted them to have a yard because they've been living in the city for a really long time and they never had a garden. They live in an apartment in the, it's not the fashion district, the arts quarters, quarters. And yeah, they don't have an outside at all. In fact, they have one of their workout machines in their bedroom. They've literally outgrown it. I love that apartment. Absolutely love it. Barely changed anything. It was the first apartment that I saw when City Living came out, and I fell in love with it. And I was like, you know what? That's it. That's Ashes and Ryder's apartment. And eventually Brooks, when he came into the world, the sim world. But I had said that I was never gonna move them out, but they've outgrown it. There's just too much stuff going on. Ryder is a politician, and it just seems fitting as he has ascended in his career that he'll move into the political district, into a more fitting living space, right? So yeah, that's what's going on here. And yeah, I went with a very different, very modern architecture in my eyes. Of course, I'm no critic, no I don't know. But in my eyes, it looked kind of cool. I kept those columns. I wanted it to look like those columns inside the house, not outside the house by the pool, are holding the big rectangle that is the top floor. And I think I've accomplished it. I think it does look that way. Um, and then yeah, I had to fence this because I wasn't sure like how it's gonna work if I didn't fence it. Like if I put it in the gallery and it's not a full circle build, how is that gonna work? So I fenced it. Feel free to change it. There is space for growth. Like I said, I didn't use the whole space of the building. So if you need to go bigger, you can. You can obviously stretch that top floor a lot. It does have, I guess, four bedrooms and two bathrooms. That's what I labeled it as. But in this case, because of the family that I'm moving in here, two of the bedrooms are used as offices. Offices? One for Ryder, my male sim, and one for Sasha, my female sim, for their job. So there's one downstairs and there's one upstairs. I will play with the layout downstairs for quite a while. It took me, I spent most of the time in this building doing the outside because that was my main focus. I really wanted them to have a great yard because I know they all like to be outside. They're all very active, very sporty. They're constantly asking me about a pool, even though we can't have a pool in our apartment. I was like, you know what, you're gonna get your pool. One thing that I didn't give them though was a hot tub, but I probably added because you can see there's like a lot of outdoor space. So yeah, you can go crazy. I kind of like that when I download the building. I like it to have room for growth. I'm not gonna say improvement because I don't consider myself as improving other people's building, but give it my personal touch. And I like my buildings to be the same way. At least I intend them the same way. Like not unfinished. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I did say this one will look unfinished because there's no paintings and stuff like that, but I don't know, just space to grow. Like if you need an extra room, if you're gonna have a family of six here, you like the house, but it's not enough space, you can stretch the house around, to your heart's content. There's a lot of space here. So yeah, stuff like that. So yeah, spent a lot of time playing around here with this. Didn't like it. Put some more plants. I would have actually done more plants. What's frustrating when you're doing an apartment is the fact that you can do the dirt effect underneath the plants, so it tends to look fakish, and I don't know, it frustrates me a little bit. Like out here, I did this. I grabbed the planters and then I decided to just put plants on those. So there's a little dirt underneath, even though I cover it completely with flowers. You know what I mean? Like there's the feeling of, oh yeah, there's planters with dirt, and that's where the plants grow. It makes sense. But I didn't want to put planners all over the place because I've said this in my video from yesterday. I didn't want to clutter the building. I didn't want to make it crazy. In fact, for this particular building, I upped my graphics a bit because I decided to really go with the city living wooden floor, and I wanted to see it, shine quite literally, because with the graphics the way they were, it was just an orange floor and it bothered me terribly and I couldn't use it. But so I chopped my graphics a little bit. It was a bit slow, I'll be honest, but we got there. And yeah, I used the floor outside. You can see it right there, and then I will use a lighter version of it inside the house, and it's throughout. Look how shiny it is. Isn't it pretty? I mean, I like it. I said this in my video from yesterday. I do like it. I see other videos from other YouTubers. I'm like, oh, that floor is so gorgeous. But when you're playing with your graphics too low for the shine to be seen, it's just an orange floor. There's nothing to it, so it's not that pretty. Anyway, so that's basically the layout of the yard. Now I'm placing the amenities, of course. We have a grill, we have a outdoors dining space, or lunch space. I don't know, you can do whatever you want in it. And I decided to give it a little table, and I think, what did I put in that table? I can't remember. Let's see. Oh, I'm doing other stuff. Oh yeah, the little bird feeder. I really wanted that out there because I want to hear the birds. I want the whole, we actually have a yard in the middle of the city experience. That's what I did. Oh yeah, candles and a radio. That's what I put there. And let me think, what else is here? Well, you have the basketball hoop and little court over there. And then I did this a sitting area, which I'll move. Eventually, you'll see me move. This whole time, I was planning on doing the gym because I definitely want them to have a gym inside the house. But then I was like, no, they like their yard. They're gonna want to use the yard. So yeah, that was the first part of the video. Like I had to stop basically and continue later. And it was all yard the whole time. And now I'm stretching this side because I remember that I wanted to use the dance floor as a, what do you call that? I don't know. Like a see-through ceiling. I can think of the word. I know there's a specific word. Someone knows what I'm talking about. Oh gosh, I can't remember it. I keep thinking skylight. Is that what that is? I don't think that word's right. Is that a skylight? I don't think it's right. You know what I mean. So the light would come through the freaking roof, and then I decided to do the kitchen here. That's gonna be like the light shining. And see what I mean? Like, sorry that I keep doing this. I just realized, like, I start talking and then I just cut myself off and start talking about something else. I'm very sorry. I know I do that a lot. I just think really fast and I talk on top of myself. And sorry if you can hear my cats heating in the back. They're being weird. I have a lot of cats. You should know that about me. And that would be them if you heard that again. They're being crazy. Anyways, this is the kitchen. And what I was gonna say when I cut myself off was you can see that there's a pretty much the same amount of space left behind where I did like a little garden area. Don't ask me how they put plants there because there's no door, but they did to magic. And if you needed more space, if you wanted to do like a proper diner, there is a diner, which I did later on because I honestly forgot. But there is, I did make it. I put it in there, I promise. Um, you can stretch that kitchen out and put the diner in there. There's an idea. I played with this island for a while. Oh, by the way, before I forget, I did put a fire alarm in the kitchen and a fire alarm next to the grill. They're hidden, but they're there. I promise you. I played with this for a little while and I just couldn't get it to look right. I I don't know. As I was watching this, and I actually watched a video earlier today or yesterday. I think it was yesterday. I think it was delicacy. Um, and she said it, and I was like, ah, I feel you, girl. The counters are so frustrating. We need more counters, please, Maxis. Yay, we need more counters. They're just boredom. Like I can't. They're so boring. I always end up using the same ones because the other ones look ugly. The color swatches are just not okay. I mean, it's not that they're not okay. They're not enough. We need more. Um, Anyways, yeah. So I decided to go with those, and I will change the color of it in a little bit for a grayer version. That one was too brown, and it was giving me this like 70s feel, and I just wasn't happy with it. Anyways, I took that aisle away, the island rather, and I put the actual breakfast bar, I guess it is, against the window, which will be looking into this garden that I'm telling you guys about. It looked really pretty. I really like it. First, I wanted to put a TV there, but then again, I was like, no, you know what? No, let's do the whole. Um, we want to experience the garden. By the way, I'm moving. I'm sorry. My cats are being weird, and I need to like stop them before they break stuff. So I'm sorry if there's background noise. I'm moving around. Anyways, I'm back. I'm sorry. What was I saying? Right, I changed the color of the counters because I didn't like it. I just counters are frustrating. You either have to go too dark or too light. There is no in between because everything just turned into a brown mush and it's just not pretty. I don't know. The one thing I wish I had done, which maybe I will because, like I said, my Sims will be living here, is maybe have a third bathroom. This house has two bathrooms. There's no ensuite. There's one downstairs and there's one upstairs. My Sims in their current house have also have two bathrooms, rather, but one is an ensuite. And right now, I'm starting to think because of all the bathrooms are upstairs that Brooke is probably gonna have to go downstairs, use the bathroom for school, and surely I can find the space for an extra bathroom, make the space for an extra bathroom upstairs. We'll see. I'm planning on keeping my Sims here until I move out with Brooke when he's a young adult, so there'll be time to do so. Here I struggled. I'm not gonna lie. I really wanted to do pastel colors for the walls. Like I had this intention of going with like pastel greens and pinks, like I'm doing right now, but it just didn't feel right. And I think it's the floor. The floor is too yellow and too shiny, and with the pastel on the walls, it just felt like it was like like just too much. It feels kindergarten-y. I just wasn't feeling it. And so yeah, I moved on from that for a little while, but I will change most of those colors by the end of the build. I think the only thing I kept was that green there on the left. And then I think I went with a gray, which it bothers me, I'm not gonna lie, because I was really set on using those tones, but then the furniture, like see that furniture, I couldn't find a couch that was that green, so I tried this blue. And I was like, oh, it's not working. Yeah, I keep changing. It's not even the green that I'm gonna keep. It's probably that blue. I think it's that blue that I put there. I take all that pink away. It drove me nuts. I must have played with it for I don't even know for how long because I kept coming back to it. changed the stairs because the colors wasn't matching. Decided to go with blue. I couldn't find a couch that was like a similar green, so it didn't make any sense. Here I just started playing with the layout. This is where I forgot the diner, by the way. Like, you won't see me put a diner in this house until like almost the end of the video. I was upstairs doing, I think I was doing The Office. I can't even remember. It might have been the second bedroom, and I'm like, oh, dining room, forgot. But I do go back and I do make one. Don't worry. It'll be there. If you download this, it'll be there. You'll have a diner. Or you can eat outside. There's a full set. Anyways, here I decided I was gonna have a room there. It didn't have a purpose yet. I was thinking gym. I was thinking art room because Sasha, she is an artist. She's a musician. I wasn't sure yet, and then I thought it was gonna be Sasha's office slash studio. Let's go with studio. That's what it is because she has her computer. She is in the I can't remember the name of the careers. This the social media one because I used to live stream her on Facebook, so it just seemed fitting that that would be her career. Here's me stretching stuff around quite a bit. I can change because I was like, no, that's too big. It's too big. There's no need. Yeah, so I just go back in a little bit. Just fixing the roofs there a little bit. Oh, by the way, during the building, you see I forgot to do the trim on the roofs and it's white, but on the screenshots, you'll see it black to match the roofs. I forgot while I was building, but I remember right before I started taking screenshots, so it's fixed and it will also be fixed once I can upload it on the gallery. By the way, once I can upload it to the gallery, the link will be in the description below. If you're watching this before I can upload it to the gallery, I apologize, come back later. Origin isn't letting me go online. If you're watching this once it's that issue is solved, then yay, good for you. The link's below. Go download it if you liked it. Here I decided to just play around with those circular blocks. I still said on the pastel thing, and the only way that I could really get it going was with the couch over there and the rocks. So yeah, I decided to switch around and make like TV space on the other side completely. And this is a playroom, basically. I put the bubble maker there. This is so stupid what I did. So I put the whole set and I didn't like the colors. I was like, what chair can I use? And I spent about 20 minutes trying different chairs. Like, I don't know, I'm pretty sure I tried like pretty much every freaking chair there was. Then I finally found one. I was like, oh, okay, fine, whatever. I'll use this one. And then I tried to move it and it wouldn't let me. So I deleted the whole thing. I grabbed the full set again and placed it again. I'm an idiot. I'm sorry. Anyways, that bubble maker won't even stay there. I put it upstairs in the balcony because that's where the dining room will be once I remember to put a dining room in there. And I'm sorry about the saving. I was planning on editing, but I'm on a very tight schedule right now, and I really wanted to have this video ready before I have to go. So I had to rush it. I'm very sorry. It wasn't that long anyways. So here is Sasha's studio. So yeah, she's a musician. So she has her keyboard and her guitars. She has like a whole lot of guitars and her violin. She's level 10 and all of that, which I'm impressed. She's like my super sim, even though I never did a super sim challenge in my life. So this is basically her office. Maybe she records songs and then uploads videos on YouTube. I don't know what her job is, but it's something like that. And this is the most I spent putting decorations out, just because I knew that she doesn't have anything that I would use on that particular bookshelf. So I figure, okay, let's fill this up. And yeah, as you can see, there's no paintings anywhere. I did throw some plants here and there, but there's no paintings because they have hundreds of pictures that they've taken and they're big, and that's what they use as decoration for the house and their current house. And I'm gonna throw them all in here as well. So that's why the walls are bare. And I'm sorry because I do realize that it gives them unfinished touch, but again, this is where you can get super creative and decorate it whatever the hell you want. So this is the nook that I was talking about that is behind the kitchen. If you need more space, you can stretch that kitchen out or stretch the playroom out. Lots of room. There's even like three more squares of space right there where there's nothing. There's nothing there. Let me just paint that as asphalt, whatever. Because I decided not to use it. I didn't want to go that big with the build. I don't like to go overly big with my builds. I don't like them to be claustrophobically small, obviously, but I also don't want to overdo it. And I think that was bothering me about the building yesterday, is that I honestly didn't take into account how big it was, and I used the whole space, and then I was like, ooh, this is a lot. And I don't know, I don't like it when it seems takes 3 hours to move across the house, you know what I mean? Like, I know. Anyways, kitchen done, everything done. I decided to just do a little bit more decoration in here. I think that's the one painting I placed in the entire house. That door is where you come from the elevator. So this building kind of has the same feel as the one from yesterday, where you don't walk right into the house from the elevator. You walk into a foyer and then you walk into the actual house. Anyways, upstairs. Upstairs we have three bedrooms and one bathroom, but once again, one of the bedrooms, the one right next to the bathroom, it's an office for my Sims. You can definitely do another bathroom over there, if you want to, or anything else that you desire. Um, so for the bathrooms, oh guys, yeah, I didn't talk about this. Look at my bathroom, guys. They're not black, they're not white, they're not gray. I mean, surprise, right? You must be shocked. I actually used color on my bathrooms. I decided to go with the green and the pink. They have, my Sims right now, they have the same city living plumbing, but they have the blue and black one. So I figured, you know what, let's keep the same plumbing. Let's just go with a different color. What the hell? Okay, so here, master bathroom is where I decided to go completely different than the rest of the house, because I really wanted to use the vintage glamour stuff. So this one room is very, very different than the rest of the house. It's very glamour, vintage glamour, I guess. I used almost everything from that packing here, I think. I gave it the vanity, I got the bed, I got the clock on the wall. I even used curtains, guys. I put curtains on the windows. I'm impressed with myself. Like, I never, I was like, I'm gonna stretch it. It's not gonna work because it never does. And then I stretched and I was like, oh, well, I don't hate this. So I decided to keep them. So it's a very heavy room, which is not my style. You know that my rooms are usually very small. But I really wanted to go all out, show you that I can do it. I choose not to. So there's the curtains. Look at that. Ooh, right? Right? And then some mirrors, and that was way too many mirrors, and it started to look like the vintage glamour house that I made. I was like, no, let's just do two. And then I had to go with even the chandelier, screw everything. So yeah, they have everything in that bedroom. I hope you're proud of me. I can do it. And then the next door bedroom is Brooke. He is a teenage boy. So that's what this room is. It's not kids intended. It's pretty much grown up intended. But of course, you can go ahead and make it into whatever the heck you want. Um, oh, that's another thing that I wish they had differently. Those doors, I love those doors. They're my favorite doors because they're very modern. But again, the color swatch starts not enough. Like, I would have liked to use a blue one, but there were only green ones or dark colors. So green it is, even though it doesn't match anything in this room because everything is blue. I'm sorry. That one bedroom obviously I kept as I usually do, your basic stuff, and that's it. So this is writer's office. I wanted to make it sort of, I don't know what the word I want is, like very, I don't know, executive, like he's aiming for greatness. So it's very I can't think of the word I want. I can think of it in Spanish, but I can think of it in English because that's what happens when you're bilingual. Sometimes you bring it's like a stuck. Anyways, I wanted to be like very sober and, you know, like just a lot of dark wood and stuff like that. And then this corner, because he is also a painter, that corner has his painting stuff. So basically, Sasha has all of her crap downstairs, and Ryder has all of his crap upstairs. And there's the gym equipment, rather, outside that. And that's when I was like, oh, dining room. Right. Yeah, here we go. Dining room. I mean, it's a little bit far from the kitchen. I tried to put a bit in front of it, but it looked like it was blocking the way. I don't know. I like that corner. Have a lot of windows. Looks pretty. Now there's some rocks in there. And what else did I do? I put the bubble maker upstairs, still there. There's also space for a jacuzzi upstairs. I'm pretty sure one would fit. And here I changed the colors of the wall because it was just not working. It was hurting my eyes. So I went with a gray and let the blue be the accent. One day I'll do it, guys. One day I will. And here I changed this a little bit. And what else? I'm pretty sure it was. Oh yeah. I decided to make them because this they haven't done this yet, but I want them to be yoga. Um, I don't know, aspired. I don't know what's the word I want. It's 7 in the morning, guys. I'm sorry, I've been up all night. I'm sorry, and I have to go in an hour. My brain is dead. Anyways, you know what I mean? Like, I want them to get into meditation and all that awesome stuff. And then upstairs, it's still very barren again. I was like, why is there no windows in this wall? Like, the whole idea was to have a million windows upstairs. And here's what I do in the back. So you have all that space where you can just go nuts if you want to. And then I just do a little couple of accents over there, and I think I'm done. Yep. Here's some screenshots. Not a lot this time, just a few, because like I said, I was working with a tight schedule. I'm very sorry, guys. I hope it doesn't look rushed. It did take me all night to complete and all day. I had to stop and come back. But yeah, there's your outside. There's your outside some more. And by the way, I have no idea what it's pixel. I think I put an effect in there and it went through the entire pictures. I'm sorry, guys. This video is like a weird video, but the building is really pretty. Hope you like it. I'm sorry for the pixels. I have no idea what I've done. But yeah, it's like a ooh, I'm gonna transform into a different room. Wow, I'm a bathroom. I kind of like it. Anyways, this is about to be over. I think in like a few more pictures. Oh, I did take more pictures than I thought. Oh, crazy. I had to take aerial pictures of the bathrooms because they were just small. Um, there's a bedroom. Look at that bedroom. It's like a princess. I don't know how Ryder's gonna feel. I think you'll be okay with it. I think you'll like it. I hope he does. There's the other bedroom. I was gonna say Brooke's bedroom because it will be, but yeah, that's how it looks at night. Look how pretty nighttime, guys. Nighttime. And then the view from I don't know which balcony will be. I think the back balcony looks into the city and the yard looks into the mountains. Anyways, I hope you guys liked it. Leave a like if you did, and I will see you next time. Have an awesome day.